I'm live. Got a bit of a croaky throat, guys. Welcome, Western Supermare in the UK, and the time is, let's have a look, 12:08 p.m. I think, are you 5 hours back, most of you? So wherever you're from, around the world, there's so many countries that subscribe to my channel. I'm so lucky. If you're waking up and watching this, good morning to you. And if you're awake, I know a lot of you are in London. That's the good thing about YouTube. You can see all the different countries that people are watching the channel with. So I've just been exercising. I am a little bit into fitness, and I've been on a bit of a diet. So I've been losing weight. Just so you know, I'm 56. I'm 57 on the 10th of July, and I was born in 1967. So I'm a bit snivelly because I've got a cold, but I'm going to just muddle through this. If any of you want to say hello and quickly message me, go ahead. I know that there's not that many that watch my lives. Most of you watch them after they've been done. In fact, I get a lot of views, most of you, when I'm asleep. So the point of this video is I want to talk about Elvis Presley and Priscilla and the wedding and just the general feedback I get from you guys, from comments on all the different videos I post about Elvis and Priscilla. See, there was a 14-year gap between them, and I think the wedding was in 1967. Priscilla was 3 weeks away from turning 22. Elvis was 32. So just this bit alone, it is quite a hot topic, because many think that Elvis was forced into marrying Priscilla by Priscilla's father, by Vernon, and there was pressure there because he had met her so young, because obviously she was 14 when he met her in Germany, and Elvis had always promised Priscilla's parents that he would do the right thing by Priscilla. So we all know the obvious. Eventually she moved to to America, and then whilst she was living with him, Elvis was pursuing his career. So not just concerts, mainly movies, I would say. And he had affairs, and then people quickly jump in and talk about the affairs that Priscilla had. So with her dance instructor, with Mike Stone, and possibly other affairs. And the latest thing that everyone's talking about is the Child Bride book that says that everything was pre-planned, and that Priscilla was quite promiscuous as a schoolgirl in Germany, and everything was pre-planned so she could meet Elvis and come across as this innocent person. So the jury's out with the Child Bride book. A lot of the things that I'm being told about the Child Bride book, and there are many, many videos talking about this book. I watched one yesterday, and a lot of it just seems to be hard to believe, but I won't rule it out because I wasn't there. So what I'm trying to, if you look at one of the videos I posted, so there's a video that I posted, let me just get it up on my phone, and it had 9,000 views last night, and it was a video that I called, it was a short, and I called that video, let me just find the name of it. I posted different versions of it. There's part 1 and part 2. There's the wide version and the short version. So the wide version is what you watch on your TV or your PC, and the short you watch on your phone. So I'm trying to keep people happy. So I do the phone ones, I do the wide ones, but I also do the 1-minute videos, because many of my subscribers like the 1-minute videos. This is why I break my videos down into part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. But I always do a wide version. Like today's video I posted was Elvis Presley's rare footage of 1975, him boarding an aeroplane in Houston, Texas airport. And I've done that. That was only a 2-minute video. It's very rare footage. I've never seen it before. And I will break that down into 2 shorts as well, because people like to watch them on their phones. So anyway, let's go back to the Priscilla and Elvis thing I'm trying to say. So I posted a video that I think was called In Good Times. Let's have a look. I want to get the short. This is the short I'm talking about now. So it was only a minute long. Yes, and it's called the part 1 is called Priscilla Presley in Good Times Part 1. And well, you can't really see it, but it's a bit blurry, but it's the second one down, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, the second one down. And it had 9,000 views last night whilst I was asleep, and 360 likes and 11 comments. Now, that's phenomenal. I also posted a Priscilla Presley rare video clips before she met Elvis. So she just would have been a schoolgirl, and it shows her in the life she had before she met Elvis, obviously. I actually found that really interesting, but that one didn't get many views. So the In Good Times video has got lots of little clips, and I found this video on YouTube. Lots of little clips of happy times when Elvis and Priscilla were together, and earlier on in their relationship. So I would say in the 60s. So this is the dilemma I have with Elvis and Priscilla. You'll have many people talking about their relationship, many fans, and very passionate fans, that will clearly say that Elvis was not happy and that Priscilla was not happy and their relationship was not good, and there was arguments and bad tempers and unfaithfulness, and that generally Priscilla was like a prisoner at home. I know they had more than one home, but say at Graceland's. And now I've watched a lot of videos and a lot of interviews, and this confuses me, because I've watched videos, many interviews, many videos, and rare film clips and behind the scenes footage, whether they're at home or out on holiday or in different homes. And I'm like, they looked really happy. They really did look happy. There's a lot of many happy videos with Elvis and Priscilla together, really enjoying themselves. And Hawaii is a good example, when they would holiday there. But not just that, when they were out horse riding, or at Christmas time when they're with Lisa Marie and opening the presents. And when Elvis first got engaged, and it shows him giving her the ring, which was a complete surprise. I think it shows her coming down the stairs and opening up the ring, and her showing off the ring in their other home. And you can see the look on Elvis's face when he surprises her with the engagement. And Elvis looks very, very happy. I don't think he's faking it. Because a lot of Elvis fans, and no offense to you, because you're entitled to your opinions, but a lot of the video footage just shows Elvis looking really happy. Not just when he was with Priscilla, but also when he got engaged to her, also when they were on holiday, also when they were having fun together, when they were with their animals, when they were with the Memphis Mafia. It shows a road trip, because Elvis liked to go on road trips with all of them. And it shows Priscilla having fun with the Memphis Mafia and some of the Memphis Mafia's wives. And I don't get it, because they just look great together. They really do. They were obviously, she was a stunning, beautiful woman, but obviously Elvis was like the best looking man that ever lived. But he was fun to be with. Elvis always wanted to do stuff. He was a busy man. And I'm not just talking about in his career and with his concerts. I'm talking about, if you lived with Elvis, you were going to have a very full life. You were going to have many trips, many hobbies, and you were going to do everything you can think of, and not just going to the fair and going to the cinema. I'm talking like, he loved doing so many different things, and karate is just one of the tangents that he went on. And I would say that Elvis was probably one of the most fun people you could ever be with. But we tend to hear the bad, negative stuff about the unfaithfulness and about his moodiness, or about him locking himself away in his room, or the taking of the prescribed medication, or him putting on weight, or him eating burgers, or the fact that Priscilla was only 40. A lot of this comes up. But the deeper I look, and I'm specifically talking about the relationship between Elvis and Priscilla. I'm not talking, because obviously there's a whole nother story about how generous Elvis was and how much he did for charities and how many people he helped in his life, and the fact he wanted to be a preacher or a policeman, or the fact that he was so kind to everyone he met. That's a whole nother side. I'm concentrating here on Elvis and Priscilla, and it shows the marriage now. And I'm going to post the wedding, which was on May the 1st, 1967, in the Aladdin in Las Vegas. And I think Frank Sinatra helped them he loaned his aeroplane, which flew them there. And then they had a sort of after party thing after the wedding. And you hear it a lot, that the wedding was very short. But I don't think it's as short as we're being told. When I'm reading all these different clips, I'm like, they're trying to say it was 10 minutes. I don't think so. So I know that there was specific people left out of the wedding, which annoyed members of the Memphis Mafia. But when you look at the wedding footage, yeah, you can see Priscilla with her sister and Priscilla's parents. You can see Elvis with Vernon and members of the family. And I see a very happy wedding. I see people that are sort of glowing and looking into each other's eyes and kissing and cuddling, and there's obviously the cutting of the cake, and I actually thought they looked amazing at the wedding. So I'm not convinced that their relationship was not genuine. I think it was genuine. Yes, because of unfaithfulnesses on both parts, things lost their way. And the more and more I watched, the more and more I think Elvis probably did and would look back on his life and regret the unfaithfulness. But I can also see that when Elvis finally did move on with Linda Thompson, he was very happy with Linda. I know that he really struggled with the separation between him and Priscilla. And I know that when they got divorced, which I think was 1973, I know that it was very, very amicable, and they had remained very close friends. And let me just see, yeah. So the finalization of the was October the 9th, 1973. That was when they actually did an amicable divorce. And they were good friends. They were shown leaving the building, holding hands, smiling, and they remained friends. But, again, there's a complicated story here, because Priscilla kept going back for more money. And I personally don't think Priscilla should have kept going back for more money. I think she'd had a pound of flesh, and I think she should have cut her losses. I know you guys, as many of you, think that she should never have used the Presley name again after the divorce. And I actually agree with that. I think once she went back to being called Priscilla Bulow, it should have stayed that way. And I do find it a bit unusual that years later she started using the name Presley. And obviously she wanted to use the name Presley because the financial benefits. And I'm also quite strongly opinionated on some of the things that Priscilla has said about Elvis. I think are unfair, and she said more of the bad things about Elvis when I would say in the 80s. Yeah, if you listen to Priscilla now talking about Elvis, she's much more careful what she says. So, and when she says he was the love of my life, I don't think so, because she had some very serious, very long relationships, obviously with other people. I think her choice of men after Elvis were not very good. She got treated quite badly, and I think it quite badly affected Lisa Marie as well. So, anyway, I'm drifting off the subject. This is the point of my live stream today. and that is, I actually think Priscilla and Elvis had some very, very happy times together, and not for a few weeks. I'm talking years and years of happiness. But I also think when it went wrong, it really went wrong. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to post the wedding. I'm going to watch the wedding with you guys and talk over the video of the wedding and just get a feel for their body language, how they are towards each other, how the relatives are around them. If I think they look happy or it looks fake, I personally think it was quite a genuine wedding, but I could, we're going to watch this video together because I do like to watch my videos with you guys. So I'll actually press play on the video clip, and I will not have any pre-planned narration, and I'll watch it and I'll talk over the video as if we are watching it together, because I very much want to watch my videos with my subscribers. So can you please comment, no matter what you think, on if you think that Priscilla and Elvis had happy years together. And I'm not just talking about from when she was 14 in Germany. I'm on about right up until they divorced, and even after they divorced. And do you think the wedding was a genuine wedding, or do you think it was a forced wedding, as many say? And I know many of you are upset with Priscilla, but I also want to hear the good comments, not just the bad comments about Priscilla. And I understand that many people say that she saved Graceland, but I also understand that she didn't save it on her own. She had a lot of help. There were many people behind the scenes that wanted to make Graceland a living museum. I also fully understand that the relationship between Lisa Marie Presley and Priscilla Presley was very complicated. But if you look at the older interviews of Priscilla and Lisa Marie, they look happy. They look like they get on well. And I'm talking about when she was in her mid-20s. And don't forget, when Lisa Marie Presley turned 25, she allowed Priscilla Presley to carry on running Graceland on her behalf. So she must have done that because she trusted her. I do think after that, things lost their way and a lot of things went on that Lisa Marie was not happy with. And there's things that Lisa Marie probably knew about Elvis, and my phone's pinging away. There's probably things about Lisa Marie that she knew about Priscilla that we will never know. And that's probably why they quite badly fell out. And I also understand that you guys out there, some of you, are very unhappy with the Priscilla film that Sofia Coppola made with Jacob Elordi. Obviously, he looks nothing like Elvis. And the film was very poor. Obviously, I've said this before. I did like the sets and the clothing, and all of it looked great, but the film was bland and boring. Is it Caleb? I'm forgetting her name now. The girl that plays Priscilla. Caleb, is it? Sissy Caleb? I don't know, but it just didn't work. Even though I did like the Priscilla girl, I thought she looked good. But I don't think Priscilla should have gone ahead with that film. I know that they made her, is it executive something to do with the film? But I don't think she had that much to do with that film. I think there was a little bit, but I think Sofia Coppola had a vision for that movie and was going to make it her way no matter what Priscilla said. I really believe that. So anyway, so I'm going to give the Priscilla film, a thumbs down, sorry. So it was quite a poor effort, and within half an hour you don't really want to watch it anymore. So if you think differently, if you liked the film, please let me know. I quite like the Kurt Russell film. I think it's probably my favorite Elvis film that I've watched, really. I mean, obviously the actual Elvis film that came out, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I'm not actually sure what year the Elvis film came out. Was it 2022? So my wife messaged me, don't forget to pick up your kid from school. I won't forget. I did like the Elvis film. It was very pizzazz. I'm still waiting for a film to come out about Elvis Presley's life that really does properly go into the Memphis Mafia, the girlfriends, properly go into the time he had in Germany, probably go into the 68 comeback special and into the Las Vegas years. Behind the scenes stuff that went on in his homes, obviously Graceland as well, and showing him behind the scenes when he was on holiday or when he was just like with his horses and with his animals because he loved animals. I want a film that's more real. And I don't think we've had that yet. The series was a bit like that, but I'm not mad about the series. Anyway, so I'm off and on now. So can you just give me some feedback, if you don't mind, on what you feel about Elvis and Priscilla's relationship and about the wedding and how you feel about Priscilla's parents? Were they involved? Was Vernon involved? And do you think that Elvis didn't want to marry her, or do you think he did want to marry her? And good morning to you, Grumpy Flyer, 1995. My name's Louis. Where are you from? And what's your name? I'm just going to drink my tea. I'll send you a little morning, just so you know that I'm receiving you. I've got a bit of a cold, guys. So anyway, so today I've already sort of planned out the videos I want to make. I have to sort of squeeze things in. I'm quite busy, so let me just see if I can find the footage of. I spent last night, late at night, looking for footage so I could make some videos, and I found some good bits. So there was, oh yeah, we've got some behind the scenes before a concert in Vegas footage. We've got another footage of Elvis at the airport. I found quite, oh yeah, I've got 2 bits of footage of the wedding, and I've got some footage of Elvis on holiday with Priscilla. And a lot of this footage is going to be me more talking over it and giving you my opinion. But then I want to do some footage on people that Elvis became friends with, and I keep putting it off. But I want to do some footage of Elvis being friends with Sammy Davis Jr., because he is one of the people I really like and look up to and admire. And so I'll carry on doing some footage on famous people. Right. I'm going to have to answer the phone. Anyway, I'm going to have to go, guys. So I wish you all love. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoy this live stream. Thanks for the subscribers. Thanks for all your comments. I'm sending you all love. And may your God go with you, whoever he is. And goodbye, Grumpy Flyer. Thanks a lot. I'll give you a wave.